What up world, what up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Generation Rising playlist. My name is Ryan Griggs, I am your mother's favorite American rapper, and I am the host of this show. First off, I just want to give a special shout out to everybody who checked out the premiere episode, Andy Hawthorne's top 5 best message songs, and I want to say thank you to everybody who left a comment or sent a text message just to say what you guys thought of the first show. It really meant a lot. So first off, special shout out to Joy Rebecca, to Ina, to Dead Silent, to Joel February all the way out in South Africa, and the homie Faithchild, just to name a few. Thank you guys so much for leaving a comment. It means so much. And for those of you who haven't checked out episode 1 yet, you can do so by clicking the annotation that's gonna pop up on the screen right now, or you will find a link to the full show in the description below, so make sure you check that out. This is the Generation Rising playlist, and this playlist is all about discovering the creative evangelist. It's where music and mission collide. It's about spotlighting songs, bands, and artists who use the message of Jesus to drive their creativity in hopes that you might get inspired to use your voice and become a part of the rising generation of creative evangelists. Now, this episode is very personal to me because I want to zoom in on one particular artist, an artist who has inspired me and influenced me more than my words could ever articulate. Let me take you back to an ancient gathering place before the paperless age, to a building full of wonder and adventure, a building filled with the aroma of printed words on assorted parchment paper. This is none other than the Christian bookstore. Equally strange and equally wonderful, this is a place that my mother used to take me and we would visit, and I could never have anticipated the day that my local Christian bookstore would start selling the ancient relic now known as the CD. I found my way to the back of the store, to the CD rack, and I saw a picture of probably the coolest looking Christian I'd ever seen in my life. I picked up a pair of headphones, I placed them on my head, I pushed play on the sample preview, and what I heard... My world was changed forever. This album that I listened to was from none other than 2-time Grammy Award-winning artist and New York Times best-selling author, Lecrae. He is without a shadow of a doubt in my top 10 biggest influences on my music, and I can almost certainly say that I'm not sure that I'd be exactly where I am today if I didn't grow up listening to his music. And in this episode, I want to take a look at the top 5 most evangelistic Lecrae songs you may have missed over the last 17 years of his career. Now, because this is such a special artist for me, I want to do something special for you guys, and this week we're going to be giving away a brand new copy of Lecrae's new book, I Am Restored. And if you want to be in for a chance of winning that, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below of what you think about the show, and you will be in the running to winning this brand new book. I've already read it, it's amazing, and I'm going to give it away to one of you guys. Now, without any further ado, let's jump into the countdown starting at number 5.
Number 5.
We sold out, seeking God's face till we fold out. He wanted, we got it, we ain't trying to hold out. Break me, shake me, mold me. I'd rather die like Christ than live unholy.
Wow, I mean, this is probably the first time I ever listened to a Christian artist and didn't feel like I was getting the diet version of what I was hearing on the radio. This album was raw, this album was edgy, this album was, like it said, real talk. And the song Sold Out was a huge inspiration to me. It was the first time I was introduced to the verse Romans 1:16 about being unashamed of the gospel. I didn't feel like Christians were just people singing Kumbaya in a building far away from everybody else, but I felt like Christians could be real people in the real world. Seriously, I could have probably filled this entire playlist with songs from this album because it was such an inspiration to a kid like me to be sold out and to share my faith with others.
Number 4.
After the show, after the set, after the music stops, what's next? What there be fellowship, prayer, disciples. Will you open your Bibles after the music stops?
Yo, as a huge fan of Jay-Z and Linkin Park, when Lecrae dropped this album and had a rock rap smash up on it, my mind was absolutely blown. Not to mention, this album was such a challenging album that after the music stops, after you've experienced God at a concert, the adventure continues. There is more to come. 50 Cent had G-Unit, Lecrae had the 116 Click, and I was a certified member. Other songs on this album like Jesus Music, Send Me, and Praying For You were like a field guide for me to going deeper in my faith and sharing my faith with the world around me. For that, all I can say is thank you, Lecrae.
Number 3.
I know a lot of people that are scared they gon' die. Couple of them thinking they'll be living in the sky. While I'm here living, man, I gotta ask why. What am I here for? I gotta figure out. Waste my life, no, I gotta make it count. If Christ is real, then what am I gonna do about everything in Luke 12:15 out of 21? You really gotta go and check it out.
Way back in the day before Drake was dropping killer collaborations with UK MCs like Skepta and Griggs, Lecrae gave us the magical experience of the UK and the USA on one record. Don't Waste Your Life featuring UK artist Dwayne Triumph wasn't the first time for this collaboration to happen, but it was definitely one of the first times to pop up on my radar. When I think about songs that I was listening to on the radio at the time, songs about getting girls, driving fast cars, and living it up, I'm so grateful that I had a song like Don't Waste Your Life to remind me that actually life is a gift and time is precious. And even today, this song serves as a reminder for me that actually I only get one life, so I gotta make it count.
Number 2.
Now I'ma tell the world, tell them, I'ma tell it everywhere I go. Tell the world, tell them, yeah, I'm a billboard.
Tell the World featuring Mali Music is an anthemic song with the concept that every Christian is a billboard to the world that Jesus has made us brand new. This song was found on Lecrae's Grammy award-winning album Gravity, and in 2012, it sold 72,000 copies in the first week, putting it at number 3 on the Billboard charts. Dang, homie. I am sure this album played a huge part in opening doors to future collaborations with huge artists like Tori Kelly, Big Crit, Ty Dolla $ign, and John Legend, just to name a few. This album is an excellent example of how an artist can find mainstream success whilst being fully open and fully honest about their faith in music.
Number 1.
I know you don't wanna hear the truth. I know you hate the fact that I actually have the proof. It's like, but I just need you like I'm talking the good, the bad, the ugly.
Remember back in 02 when I was in school and acting.
Coming in at number 1 is Lecrae's song Good, Bad, Ugly from Billboard #1 album Anomaly. Now, I probably could have picked so many songs off the Church Clothes mixtapes or All Things Work Together, but for me, this song embodied what Lecrae's always been about, which is vulnerability. Not just sharing about how God healed him in the past, but being honest that he's not got it all together. Sharing his pain and the process of God healing him in the present. I had the privilege of performing with and meeting Lecrae out in Finland, and even the brief conversations we had with him were a reminder that as Christians, vulnerability is the key to sharing our faith authentically, and our scars tell the story that God is with us even in our brokenness. And there it is, the top 5 most evangelistic Lecrae songs that you may have missed. If you feel like I missed some huge songs from Lecrae's back catalog, then as a lifetime Lecrae fan, I'd have to say that you're 100% right. So feel free to drop any songs in the comments that you feel like I should have put in the playlist but didn't. Now remember, we're gonna be giving away Lecrae's new book, so if you wanna win that, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and we'll pick a winner on Friday. Make sure you don't miss out on that. You can listen to all the songs from this episode and all other episodes on Spotify if you just click the Generation Rising Season 1 Spotify playlist in the description below. And hey, just for fun, why not list off your top 5 most influential Christian artists in the comments below, and maybe we'll try and work some of them into a future playlist. If you are a creative evangelist, then we need to get in touch with you. So reach out, email us at grp@message.org.uk, put Next Gen in the subject, and we will send you guys some amazing resources and get you connected to places where you can develop your gifting. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this episode. It has been amazing. The Generation Rising playlist is brought to you by The Message Trust. a charity which has produced over a dozen bands and released over 40 albums of gospel-centered music, and they are the reason why this show is possible. Other than that, catch you guys next time for more Sounds of the Generation Rising. I am Ryan Griggs, your host. Peace.